it's important to note that as far as I've come in my eating disorder recovery, there are still times where I face big challenges. Those challenges can feel overwhelming, but oftentimes the solution is quite simple. So with what I'm going to cover today, really these are just simple, practical tips. If you have practical tips of your own, please be sure to comment below. Those comments are so very helpful to everybody that watches these videos, I think. So be sure to peruse the comment section too, even if you don't have a comment of your own. Hi, I'm Rachel. Each week I create content around the Tracy Anderson method and also things I'm doing to create a happier, healthier lifestyle. And there's some times where I'm happier than other times, or things are working more than other times, and that's just life. My intention is to be sincere and helpful towards even the struggles I'm going through and what's helping me get through them. So last week I created this What I Eat in a Day video that was really more so a process of what I eat in a day. And I realized the universe, God, has a sense of humor because last week was a major struggle for me. I felt this old familiar feeling of just wanting to fill myself with food, check out, numb out, all that. That's something I had done every day for years. That was my coping method. And it was interesting that in the week I shared this, oh, what I eat in a day, look how far I've come, suddenly I'm having these struggles. And it forced me to revisit what does help me stay on track, what does help me prevent emotional eating, so that then I can ultimately improve on that myself and share that with you in the event that it's going to help you should you have that problem. First of all, nothing to be ashamed of. We all have our coping methods, and some healthier than others, and we can always work to improve them and find better options. And this video is really just comprised of two components. One is more of the emotional aspect and the reason why we emotionally eat, and an awesome trick I learned from Mel Robbins to help us with that. And then another is more so, for me, something I've experienced are the types of foods and drinks that make me want to just binge. It gives me what I call an itch, where I'm not hungry at all. I just have this sense of I just want to fill myself. So let's start with that emotional aspect. Simply put, there's something called an emotional wheel that really helps you pinpoint specifically what emotion you're dealing with. That way you can confront it and work through it. So last week I was anxious, and when I look at that emotion wheel, I see that really I was overwhelmed. And I was able to see that the reason why I was overwhelmed was because I wasn't putting much structure in my day. Overwhelming myself, honestly. By acknowledging it, it was like I was just easily able to work through it. So I will link that emotion wheel in the notes below. Be sure to check it out. Maybe save it to your phone and refer to it as needed. The other aspect I was reminded of is that there's certain foods that give me that feeling of just wanting to eat in endless amounts. And there's three common ones I've identified. One is Diet Coke. Diet Coke has artificial sugar and all sorts of chemicals, of course, that really is known to make people want to eat high sugar, high calorie foods. That's been the experience for me. I've really stopped drinking Diet Coke altogether. Same with gum. And same reason for gum. There's a lot of artificial sugar in there. Back when I was full-blown bulimic, I would chew gum all the time. And I didn't realize how much it was contributing. It just made me want to consume that much more sugary food. And then lastly, something I learned last week is that all the soda water I love to drink, including the Spindrifts, really contribute to me just wanting to eat an excess amount of food. In my research, I learned that actually soda water can make you more hungry. So as you can see, this is pretty straightforward, but I think the big theme here is the self-awareness. Being self-aware of how you're feeling and what you can do to work through that. And then being self-aware of the external factors that can play into that too. Maybe it's something you eat, maybe it's a person you spend your time with that makes you want to emotionally eat. Whichever it is, figure out what you can do to make it easier on yourself and prevent that from happening. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you want to see more videos like this one, really what I'm doing that's actually helping me, because I'm not going to pretend that life is perfect. It's not for anyone. But I really just want to share what I'm doing with you in a sincere and constructive way. So if you like this video, please be sure to like it. If you want to see more content like this, would love for you to subscribe. And as with every video, I appreciate so much for you being here. For years and years I've wanted to do this, and I was just under a depression. I was struggling with a full-blown eating disorder, and how rewarding it is to create content for you. and hope that it'll help you as it helps me. So thank you so much, and until next time.